Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently I have filmed lots of tag videos created by other people. So I thought it would be fun to create my own tag. So this video is called Bags That Hold Great Sentimental Value, and I hope you'll enjoy it. So the first bag that holds great sentimental value to me is this cute little Fendi crossbody bag. And you can see from the design that it's definitely vintage. You can still see Fendi there, the gold hardware, and little Fendi all the way around it. Now, the reason why this bag means so much to me is because this was the very first luxury designer handbag I ever bought for myself with money I had saved from teaching when I was round about 20 or 21. So this bag is ancient. But you can see I've really looked after it over the years. Even the gold tone hardware is still in perfect condition. You can see all the double FF there. And it's a great little bag. It's actually very spacious, 2 main compartments with a large zip pocket at the back. And it says Fendi made in Italy, Roma made in Italy. And yeah, it's just such a wonderful little bag. And how I came to buy it, at the time, obviously I was still doing my final year at Music Conservatory. I studied at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama. So at the time, obviously, you know, luxury handbags was definitely not something that was at the forefront of my mind. And until my good friend David, who was visiting from Hong Kong, he wanted to go on a shopping spree in London. So I was showing him around. We spent the day shopping at Harvey Nichols, just browsing through so many shops in Oxford Street. And anyway, we ended up going to Selfridges. And by then I was really tired, but I was also feeling quite exhilarated, you know, with going through to all these high-end designer shops that I would never ever dream of walking in on my own, because I was just a poor music student, right? But David, he was working as a dance choreographer in Hong Kong doing these massive shows, so he had money to spend, I tell you. So he was the one who really kind of opened my eyes to all these luxury labels. And so anyway, by the time we ended up in Selfridges, I kind of was really tempted to get something for myself. And we stopped off at the Fendi store, and at the time I remember they had a sale on. And I saw this and I thought, oh, this is such a cute bag. And the price at the time, I honestly cannot remember what I paid for it, but I think it was in the region of probably about £200 or something like that. And then they had a discount on top as well. So I think I ended up paying something like 140, which, yes, it's still a lot of money by today's standards, you know, for a bag, if luxury bags is not something you're into. But we are talking like, you know, over 25 years ago. So that was definitely a lot of money then. And so I finally made a decision to buy this bag, and for the rest of the day, I tell you, I felt like I was walking on cloud 9. So this bag is just so cute, and I remember I used to actually wear it as, I used to use it as a top handle all the time, and I would wear these black sort of suits with a blazer, and then I would just carry this bag like so and act all grown up and sophisticated, as you do at that age. But I've kept this bag all these years, and I absolutely love it. This will always remain in my collection. And in fact, now I still use it now and again because it's a really great functional bag as a crossbody. But it really does mean a lot to me because it just kind of reminded me back in the day when I worked so hard. I was, you know, studying really, really hard. I saved up money and I bought this as a treat for myself. So the second bag that means a lot to me is this Ralph Lauren shoulder bag in red mock croc leather. And this was actually a present from my husband when we first got married. Well, actually, it wasn't when we first got married, but it was sometime after. Now, the reason why this bag means a lot to me was because when I first got married, we didn't have any money at all. You know, I'd lived with my parents up until the day I got married, actually, and even for 4 months after I got married, we still lived with my parents, and it was hard, you know, it really was hard. So we didn't actually move into our first marital home until about 4 or 5 months after we got married. And so we worked very, very hard, and we lived a very frugal life. You know, I was working 3 jobs at the time, and, you know, my husband was still sort of working as a hairstylist in various salons. And so, you know, we tried to save up, and we never went out for meals. We didn't go on holidays or anything like that. We just lived a very, very frugal life. So definitely, you know, buying luxury handbags was not on the list at all. But, you know, he would notice, you know, we'd sometimes go grocery shopping or something, and if I walked past any department stores, I would kind of my eyes would just kind of linger on these handbags. So he knew that, you know, I always loved handbags, but at the time I just could not even think about it. And I remember one time though, because I used to wear a lot of just plain outfits or black outfits, very dark outfits. And he mentioned, he remembered I mentioned that it would be lovely if I had a colored bag, a bright colored bag, maybe a red colored bag, just to brighten up my outfits. And it was just a comment that I made in passing, you know. And he saved up. He started saving up, and he bought me this Ralph Lauren bag. And it really does mean a lot to me, and he gave it to me for Christmas one year. And it's got a nice magnetic closure, but it's a huge bag actually, because there's magnets on either side, so it can open up to be a really big bag. It's got a nice zip pocket at the back as well. Oh, what's this? Oh, I've still got the care card. This was, you know, years ago now. So I've been married, it'll be 17 years this year. So I think he bought this bag for me. I think it was I think 2 years, roughly about 2 years after we got married, 2 or 3 years after we got married. So this bag is very old, but I think it's still in great condition, and I love the color. You know, the red is not too bright. It's just a really lovely rich red, and it still works very well as, you know, I think it still looks quite modern. But, you know, I haven't used it in many years, to be honest. I think it's just because I've got built quite a large collection now. And also I don't really want to sort of use this bag too much because it means so much to me. So I don't really want too much wear and tear. And even at the time when I used to use it a lot, I really looked after it, and there's no issues with the glazing whatsoever. It still looks brand spanking new considering its age. But it will always be my forever bag because it was something that my husband saved up to buy for me during the times when we had absolutely nothing. And, you know, so yeah. And that's it. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give me a thumbs up, comment and share. And if you're new to my channel, then please consider subscribing to see what else I get up to. And I would definitely like to tag a number of ladies on this video, and I will add their names in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care and don't forget to smile. Bye bye.